I mean, how do I describe it? It's
Bold.
A light.
Black.
unapologetically black.
Very funny, amusing.
Caring.
You give great advice from a different perspective. Passionate.
Free.
Vulnerable.
A creative.
Sexy.
My girl is lit as fuck.
Always ready to twerk a little something.
Genuine, very genuine.
Resilient.
Like sixth sense, otherworldly. If you know, you know.
It's so vibrant, baby. Hello, everyone, and welcome to So Vibrant, the place where music, history, and culture collide. I am your cultural storyteller, curator, and award-winning host, Adriana. And we are in the wonderful new month of June, and there is so much represented in this month, y'all. I mean, first of all, June is known as Black Music Month. It also is Pride, so happy Pride to everyone who celebrates. Be who you are for your pride. Oh, sorry, y'all, I couldn't resist. But happy Pride to you. It's also Caribbean Heritage Month, so shout out to all my Caribbean, West Indies people and cultures and just everything. And of course, also just within a couple of weeks, it will be Juneteenth. So we have a lot of cultural appreciation, multicultural facet of the Black experience to celebrate. And my goal is with this month, from my musical breaks to the content to the conversations or everything I dive into, is to incorporate at least all of those, or at least some aspects of everything. So there's something to look forward to through the episodes I produce this month. And I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this thread, originally posted on Threads, but was made into an Instagram post by the amazing Dr. Raquel Martin, who is a clinical psychologist and therapist. And she was talking about asking Black women specifically about the success or the hardships of creating friendships amongst Black women. And I remember looking through the different comments of each post, and the range of comments went from just simply people's, not having the time to, well, for instance, for people who struggle to build community or have friendships with other women, it range from people just struggling to have time or being introverted and having to get over that, all the way to, of course, the most socially seen answers as, women are catty or hard or transactional. But then on the other side of the question, with people who are successful in making relationships, you saw people of how they had to check their own biases and internalize judgments, to people just starting up conversations with people or starting to venture outside of themselves and finding people among common interests, or pretty much just giving the time and effort to actually build and communicate with people. So it all inspired me to think of what we're going to talk about on today's show, because literally a year ago I created Such Said Space with my Sister Circle episode, where I talked to a bunch of my friends, just talking about, where we are as Black women in the world, what we're doing to take care of ourselves. And so I thought, especially after seeing this conversation, that it's time for another one. And this time to actually dive into the value of us having our friendships and the sister circles, and why they are so important to our development. Because the truth is, while the world tends to teach us to be on this individualistic growth, or how we show up in the world individually, we also have to cater to and honor the way we show up in communal spaces within our own communities, and the people who we choose to commune with as a reflection of that. Not just saying that, who you run with is a reflection automatically equals who you are, but what I'm saying is that how the things within you add and take away to the relationships of how you are seen within yourself and to the world. So today I brought my friends back to have that conversation about our friendship and about this sisters circle space. And if I say so myself, it's going to be a good one, y'all. So, but of course, before we dive into anything else, I have to give you my musical break first. Hope you enjoy this, and I'll be right back.
Hello? Yo, sis, you know what's crazy? The realization, maybe. The older we grow up, we act more like our mamas, ain't we? Emotional too, we patient too, we ain't. I'm yelling at my boo like she do daddy, and he's no saint. It made me think about communication, what I need to change. Cause throwing shit and getting worked up, that is not my thing. I need some peace, not codependency. I'm sure that's what you see. But tell me what you think, girl, yo. Give me some honesty, hold me accountable for what I repeat. He laid with her, my dumb ass, let him come lay down with me. Like brothers in Bed-Stuy, got a subway cross town, but coming back to me. And I ain't into sharing niggas, that ain't in my pedigree. Got me feeling dumb, asking questions like, that ain't G. Self-reflecting what I lack, why I let him come back. I know the answers, but I need perspective. Why you think I do that? What you think about that? Shit, I just called to chat. Am I afraid to be alone, girl? If I told you no, girl, I'd be lying. I hear you, but it's hard for me sometimes, girl. Speak of the devil, look, he calling me right now, girl. Now he texting saying I'm his only one, girl.
Sister, I don't know why you keep him in the picture when he in the back of every other bitch flicks, looking like Carmelo. It's gonna be a hell no for me. La 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 la, I don't wanna hear no more excuses. It's toxic, let's be honest. Why you wasting energy bleaching his Reeboks? If you gon' open the door when he knocks, or you just took him back, we shot him. Girl, please. You already got the answers you need. I know you're looking for some reassurance. I done read this book so much that I could preach a sermon. I know you got a lot of love to give, but ask yourself, does he deserve it? Just cause you can't fix a broken man don't mean you worthless. You wasn't born to be a tool, and it's not your fault if that boy wanna be a fool. I know you well, you can't get past me. You know what I'ma say when you ask me.
Am I afraid to be alone, girl? I hear you, but it's hard for me sometimes, girl. Speak of the devil, look, he calling me right now, girl. Now he texting saying I'm his only one, girl. I know. But I love him, girl, damn. But you're right. You read me? I hear you. I know, niggas ain't shit. Men lie, women lie, but men definitely lie. I'm not gonna answer the phone when he comes back.
You know he lying.
I'm done with it.
Girl, he lying right to your face.
Yup.
What a disgrace, you know he lying. You know he lying.
He is, I hear
Got his mama rolling around in her grave. She know he lying.
And that was Rapsody featuring Baby Tate with A Ballad for My Homegirls. Beautiful segue into today's conversation, because that is exactly what it's like when you have a good friend around you. who, when you are doing things that are uncharacteristic, or you need advice, or you need to go through the emotions, they are right there with you. They'll let you have it, but they'll also tell you when you're wrong. They'll also tell you when, okay, girl, come on, you already got the needs, what you need. I am taking you live again into the group chat to see what a sister circle really feels like. Even though they try to promote this individualistic, we got to make our own, pull our own selves out of the mud, we can't do that without each other.
Right.
Where we can talk, we can come together, we can vent, we can do all that good stuff. So what is the importance of having sister circles in spaces like these?
To be seen and to be heard. Truly seen.
Right, especially if you have a good and it don't even have to be a circle of friends, but if you have a good circle of friends that not only just tell you yes, but they're able to tell you like when you're tripping, or sometimes for people it's therapy. And I mean, I do encourage therapy, but if you don't go, it's a space of therapy, sometimes correction, sometimes just to have somebody's shoulder to lean on. But yeah.
It's good to have just for pulse checks, just for check-ins.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to ask each other, how are you doing for real? Especially when I'm fine, it's not enough.
Exactly.
The sister circle is that place where you don't have to use that mask. You can show the real you. You have that liberty to do so.
Right. It kind of goes along with the saying, just letting your hair down, in a sense.
As for instance, I know definitely me and Kristen say this a lot. We have to be each other's soundboard, somewhere where we can bounce off, where we can be seen and heard authentically, and also not judge, but also hopefully you have the people around you that are cool enough, just like Joyce said, to be like, no, you messing up. No, you tweaking a little bit. Okay, you little delulu. Let's bring it back. I mean, I'll go there with you until I'm not. So let's go back. But for you, what do you feel you value most about these spaces and that importance?
The number one thing that I value the most, I guess, just being vulnerable. Because you can't be vulnerable with everybody and just wear your heart on your sleeve with everybody.
True.
Because, what they say, somebody's listening to ear, somebody else saying to somebody else. So it's just more so just the vulnerability and can I trust you?
I'll say for me, the authenticity, that realness that we all need. Because one thing what I love most about sister circles is you will be loved on, you will be nurtured, you will be built up, but you will also be read for absolute filth. So don't come into no sister circle. Right.
When you're right.
Right. Don't come into no sister circle
with that bull jive.
Ready for that mirror. Right. With that bull jive and not ready to be faced with a mirror.
That part.
That's what I value most. And of course, I get to be as unhinged as I want to be because
Yeah, I would say the same thing that everybody said. I feel like in a way it kind of tie in with number one, because I wrote like it's a space to let my hair down and to take my armor off. I don't have to be strong around my friends.
Right.
Heavy on the I don't gotta be strong around my friends.
Yeah.
My God, because Lord knows we always gotta be strong, right?
Right. And I'm so sick of the being strong stigma or having to be that strong friend all the time. Like,
yeah.
Can I be weak, please?
Ooh, I'm so glad somebody said that, because that's where I wanted to kind of turn it for me. Why it's important to have these sister circles is I am allowed the space to be weak, but not have that take advantage of me.
Or thrown in my face.
Right. Or thrown back in my face or used against me later.
Yeah. That part.
Because there have been times I can admit luckily, with y'all, I've never had to do this, but I've had people in the past who I've entertained or I've given the privilege of calling friend and found the fact that they would take that vulnerability later in some kind of disagreement or some kind of way to shame me or take a step back. Oh, remember when you said, and they bring out the worst parts. And it's like, wait, I told you that. And
confidant.
Look, they did never show their hand anyway.
Right.
That's all they did.
Right.
Clock it.
Right, but it's like when people do that, it just makes me realize, okay, that's who you are. So it's like I won't be surprised when you do a me on me again, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Like, don't get mad when somebody show you the real you. Like, believe it the first time.
What Maya said.
Make sure you really believe them.
Believe that.
Okay. Believe them.
I'll shade to the ancestor Maya, y'all. Oh man.
Listen, ain't no shade. It's all love.
But in that, I also found ways of reclaiming these words, such as weak, strong, resilience. My sister circles helped me navigate those spaces to understand how those words actually apply to me and how I can actually show up. Have any of you ever had those moments of finding yourself defining things that you once thought and now they change because of the people you hang around?
Girl, I gotta think on that. That's a good question.
Hey. Just gonna say the same thing. Hold on now. I'm pondering.
Pause for the pondering.
You know, I will say this. My sister circle to me has redefined how I think about myself.
Okay.
Because I know me personally, sometimes I can be my biggest, if not my worst critic. And sometimes the sister, like your sister circle is there to kind of help you bring you back down to earth. Like, no, do you see who you are? Don't forget who you are. So my sister circle, to me, reels me back in and reminds me of the person that I've become and reminds me of the things that I've done and that who I am and the things that I've accomplished are enough and they're not the ceiling.
Ooh,
hello, ain't no ceiling in the sister circle.
Okay. Right.
But I guess I will say, like, one of my biggest thing about my circle, like sister circle, is we all uplift each other, like, and we all there when somebody's dealing with something. So it's not like it's just one sided. Like, it just feels like somebody just sucking the life out of you instead of replenishing you.
Right. It's this beautiful exchange, not a transaction, but an engagement, a connection. And I think for me, that was the difficult part of dealing with, is because I met people who would transaction that, cash in on that often. What ways did you find yourself being able to navigate that, if that has ever happened to anybody in this group?
I'm going to say this, that I've recently, I think I realized how important, how often you need to have a sister circle. Because there's this show called Sistas, and it's a Tyler Perry production. And every time they go through stuff, they always meet with each other at least once a week, no matter how busy their lives are. And I realized that's like, oh yeah, it's so important to have your tribe of people that you can navigate through life and just feel comfortable in a safe environment and won't feel judged and allowed to bring your problems. And even if you may not always be right, but just comfortable enough and always have that unconditional love and support from your tribe of people. So I'm like, oh, it is very important to make sure you go to that tribe and have your sister circle as often as you can. But if not, you should be at a point in your life where you should start making it a priority. Right. So I'm realizing that I'm like, oh, snap. Yes, this is very important.
So with all these beautiful responses that you guys have given, what would you say, reflecting on your inner self, reflecting on your sister circles, what does either your group of friends or this group right now that you're in say about you?
Oh, let me go first, girl. I'm a bad mama jamma. Okay? And specifically to Andrea and Joy, because we be having our family meetings. Y'all are my unpaid therapists. Love y'all. This group also shows me we're not afraid to start over. We gonna change something in a minute. We don't like it, get another one.
I got somebody in the car with me so they can hear us, but she kind of pointed out how I don't necessarily have to smother my friends or necessarily talk to my friends every day because life happens.
Right.
And that's okay. Like some people forget that life happens. And yeah, I may not call you for a couple of weeks, but that don't mean I love you any less.
Or even when you do, like you just picking up where you left off. It's like no time has passed. That's the best to me.
And I think that's the most beautiful thing about any sister circle. We could pick up like no time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's probably been 2 years since we've seen each other. Like it doesn't feel like it's 2 years later.
Look, even us now on this call, like when the last time we talked to each other?
Right, a whole year.
You never know.
Listen,
the energy doesn't die.
Period.
No.
Listen, like
form.
So. Like Granddaddy used to say, let me lay my eyes on you real quick.
Right.
I will say this circle in all my sister circles, one thing about it, it tells me one that I'm gorgeous because everybody on this call fine as hell.
Hey.
Let's start there. You better stop with your name slip back.
Birds of a feather flock together. But it tells me like just pulling from everybody's like different like personality and like those attributes that stand out. It tells me that one, I'm intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
It tells me that I'm intuitive. It tells me that I am resourceful and I can make my own lane when there's no lane being built for me. It tells me that I can do hard things and do well at them. So those are the things in my sister circle. Like those are the things that I feel like I see within myself, or like the things that rub off in me by being around my sister circle.
Mm-hmm. And I love to see the growth within my sister circle, like with everybody growing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nobody wants to be stuck in one place. So if you see your friends growing and elevating, they ain't gonna do nothing but push you to grow and elevate. And I can honestly say, like, all my friends are bad bees. So, like everybody got their own thing going on. Like I got a friend, like I got a sister-in-law that's a nurse practitioner. I got a really good friend that's a nurse practitioner, another friend that does insurance. I'm an office manager myself, so everybody got their own lane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we can celebrate that growth and those lanes.
Hello.
And right, it's like because not everybody knows how to celebrate their friends like that. So I love that we can celebrate that growth and those wins, and I love that we look at that growth and that wins as okay. This is now a call to action for myself.
Yeah.
Am I doing enough? Where can I be a little more excellent in my own life? So I love how we're able to build off of that energy.
Or even reaching back for the friends that aren't where they want to be. You still supporting them, and you showing them that it's possible. It's possible to elevate. It's possible to grow. And just because you're not where you want to be, don't make you any less valuable as a friend.
Yeah, I love that we can when we reach certain pinnacles, that we're able to now become the hand that we once reached for.
Exactly. I'm about to say we pulled up. Yep.
And it also beats the stereotype of like women can't be friends or a group of women can't be friends and there's secret competition somewhere. And it's like, no, we're all in our own lanes. I love y'all. Like y'all let me be delusional as I want to be. But y'all bring me back, and it's cool. And it also shows me that we have the capacity to love outside of ourselves. Because a lot of people don't want unconditionally outside of themselves. Like y'all don't have to do anything for me specifically to be like, oh, I love her because of. No, it's like, no, I love her. Like that's my girl. She don't have to do nothing for me. She don't even got to buy me a piece of bread, and we cool.
But I'm gonna buy it, and you're gonna eat the front end.
You're gonna eat it.
Okay. Look, and the crust.
And the crust. Yeah. You want some peanut butter and some jelly?
But yeah. So.
But I also feel like a sister circle can also be like your own network.
Yeah.
Like you can call on this person because this is their area of expertise, quote unquote.
Another thing, I know me and Kristen have had this conversation before of how we're able to speak each other in rooms we're not in.
Okay.
Like I will tell you, it genuinely, even now, it still brings me joy to know when somebody's like, oh, they're hyping me up and I have no idea until we later talk and they just spill it in that conversation. And I'm like, wait, you talk about me? You brought me? And they're like, yeah, you just never know who and where your friends lift you up, when they hold you, when they have you. And so I'm always grateful for that for me when it comes to understanding that. And if I had to say a reflection of me, y'all showed me how amazing it is to be diverse, to be unique, to be authentic and stay in my own lane, because there is so much pressure to thinking you're not doing enough in the lane that you're in. You're not doing enough in the profession that you have. You're not doing enough in my sister circle, luckily looking at everybody's different lanes, everybody's different journeys have shown me that, hell, whichever lane I'm in, I'm killing it.
It is.
Because I have the people around me showing consistently what that looks like. And one thing I will say about all of us, because all of us have seen each other at a point where we were struggling, we were successful, we were in between, we had no idea, whichever way, and all of us were able to still navigate and pull ourselves. So it was just like, damn, my friends are resilient. So that means I am too. That means I'm doing it. Okay.
Yes, you are, girl.
It is.
Because you definitely paved your own lane, girl. You paved your own highway.
Do you hear me?
I said, shoot, first season, right? First season out the gate, and she already winning awards. Excuse me,
right?
And I love that for my friend. They told her no. She said, "All right, I'm gonna create my own thing."
Create my own.
She created her own. Yes.
I'm gonna turn her no into a yes. You're welcome.
Thank y'all for that. See, pour, and I receive it, and of course I'm throwing it right back.
Sometimes clinging to a cloud ain't as easy as it seems. Sometimes clinging to a cloud ain't as easy as it seems. But we try, and we try, and we try, and we try, and baby we try, and we try, and we try.
And that was Eryn Allen Kane with Piano Song. Not only did this song fit this episode perfectly, but it also caters to Black Music Month Challenge, which if you're on social media, there's a content creator by the name of Music Sermon, who does these amazing musical challenges during the month of June. And today's challenge was play a song that instantly, when you play it, reminds you of a therapy session. And this song is definitely one of those for me. And of course, with me talking about the safe spaces of a sister circle and the importance of that friendship, what better correlation of having a safe space in a therapy session than that of with your friends, right? But anyway, I won't take up no more of your time. Let's get back to the interview.
Don't think about too long, but the first word that come to you.
Okay.
Finish this sentence. I'm my most authentic self when I
twerk.
Girl, you took mine.
No, Kristen, get another one.
Dog it, Bev. Get out my head.
I know I'm my most authentic self. I'm my most authentic self when I can just be and I can just create.
Okay. Right. All my creatives.
Yeah. And I can just be me. If I want to be silly, if I want to be dramatic, and if I want to be, I guess, a little bit off sometimes because we're not perfect. If I want to be a little nerdy, then I feel I'm authentic myself when I can just be me without any prejudgments or without so much restrictions, because I hate being restricted. I don't know if that's a Sagittarius thing, but I'm being real. I hate being restricted in any environment or relationships that I'm in.
Well, since twerk was taken. So rude. Look so vile. So wretched. I am my most authentic self when I can just let out all the weird. All of it. Because I can be very, very quirky. I'm the type of person, I will hear a word and burst into song.
My God.
And Andriana can attest to that.
Me and my sister
unfortunately have several people on this call.
I have seen it in action.
There are so many times I have burst into Dream Girls, Hairspray.
Me and my sister does that.
The Lion King. So when I can show all those quirks, the things that, you know, people who don't normally would probably see it and be like, oh, she's weird. That's when I am my most authentic self.
And weird depends on your definition. But
right.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
I've learned to embrace the weird.
What I wrote down is I'm gonna go with what I wrote. I'm my most authentic self when all my needs are met.
Ooh.
And it's not for anybody. It's not for anybody else to meet them. And then I also wrote in motherhood.
That's true.
My little big child is a little piece of mirror, and I'm like, Lord Jesus. But okay, girl. I said okay. Little Kiki 2.0. Or whatever.
That was Kiki 2.0.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's some things I'm like, yeah, that's me. It's other things I'm like,
Right. Right. I see that with my son. I'd be like, yeah, that's me. That's me coming out. Let me.
Yeah, but that's what I put. I'm my most authentic self when all my needs are met and not based on anybody else meeting my needs. I meet my needs and in motherhood.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call her to the front. Don't mean to shout you out, but I need to hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. I was just waiting. I'm very I feel like mine is trust. I'm very like observant and I stay in my little bubble, but trust is a big thing for me. And you know, that if I can trust you, like Kristen and Andrew, you know, I trust them and I can be goofy and I can let my hair down and I don't have to be so serious. So that's for me being trust.
And trust is a big one because ultimately I think that is the whether you want to call it the glue, the rhythm, the silver lining that lies and connects these sister circles is that there is a cycle, a connection of trust that must be had, that must be built, that must be earned. And what I love about my sister circle is that we have took that time to do that. And we consistently we change it as we change, as we grow, as we learn, we do that too.
True. Now I have two things. So taking back off of the motherhood, yes, because I now have two daughters. So like for them to be their authentic self, I have to be mine. And I do have a little mirror too, because two Libras together, that's a party. And and look, Adrian made me have my little Virgo. So
a Virgo.
Yeah, Virgos.
She's on her own early. It's her fault. Twerk was a good one. Weird, I'm weird. So I think for me, waking up almost my authentic self because being a military child and being in those spaces of questions or well, Black people don't do this and they don't do that and weird and all this other stuff. It's like, look, you're gonna get what you get. So, I'm not trying to or never been trying to be like a chameleon because going from place to place to place. And it's like, look, that gets tiring. So when I wake up, this is who you get. Whether it's the silly joy of today, goofy, well, I'm always goofy, always been. But whoever you get, that's who you get. Yeah.
Amen to that. I agree.
I see.
Yeah. Because going into different spaces and trying, not that I've tried, but being a military child that has moved every 2 or 3 years, you can see when people try to blend in here and then go from here, then trying to blend into this friend group or trying to make friends. And it's like, it gets tiring when you do that your whole life.
Yep, and it's either you like me or you don't. But I'm too old for fuck.
Right. Because it's either you're Black, but you're not Black enough for this, or you do this and we don't do that here and all this other stuff. And it's like, look, that's just me and my experiences, so I can't change that.
And I think that's the best way to end on that is that you get what you get. And I will say that I think that's mine. I feel my most authentic self when I own that you get what you get. So y'all, in these last 15 seconds, thank y'all so much for doing this. I love y'all.
Love you
back. Have the
back.
rest of your day.
Love you guys.
I am blessed to have this sister circle. So love y'all.
And we are blessed to have you.
Oh, you too, girl. Thank you for inviting us too.
Absolutely.
So happy to be part of Sister Circle.
We really need our shot next time.
Right.
Love you too.
Love my friends, y'all. Y'all see, I got some amazing people around me. And that was everything. It's moments like those when you hear it, you wish it could go longer, but but you know what? It did. But some things I gotta keep sacred. But once again, thank you and shout out to all my friends for consistently showing up and participating in this. Love you guys forever. And I hope that you listening, that if you do find yourself feeling discouraged or in that transition of trying to create your own community, your own friendships, that this gives you the inspiration to know what to look for, what to ask for, what to ask of yourself when finding those people who truly align with you and can truly both love you, lift you up, and hold you accountable. Because we need all that not only to survive, but to thrive and to grow and to progress. So I wish all that for you, especially in this day and age that we are living in. We need each other more now than ever. We can only do so much solo. So I encourage you today to do that and honor that experience for yourself. So with all that being said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to say, hey, I am on all social medias, specifically Facebook.com, which is Queen Lady AC. On Instagram and Threads, it is _ I am Lady AC, and on X and or Twitter, it is capital I am Lady AC. So feel free to reach out, please review it. If you love what you hear, let me know. I really would love your feedback. Really love to engage with you. And you know, what more do you want to hear? You want to hear more of this or more of that? Please let me know. And of course, as always, to keep the content fresh, to keep it going, I am humbly asking for donations still, and you can send that to my PayPal, which is, of course, www.paypal.me/Queen Lady AC, and the Q is capitalized. All right. But of course, love you. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. And until next time, y'all, bye.